everybody, I'm back. And today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to give you guys like an update on my health and an update on what we're going to be doing tomorrow and a couple other things. Okay, so the first thing, I hope that you all are having an amazing day today. Okay, so tomorrow, let me see what the date is. Let me see. All right. Tomorrow, Saturday, August 20th. Gina Young is going to be going live. So I'm going to be going live and we're going to do a live cooking session where you all can cook live with me. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be making some fried chicken. I'm going to show you all how easy it is to make crispy, juicy, flavorful fried chicken, Gina Young style. And also, we're going to do some sides. But if you don't want to make the sides, that's fine. I can just show you, you can just cook fried chicken with me. But those of you that want to make the sides with me, we're going to be making a mashed sweet potato that is so delicious. We're going to make some really simple green beans, okay? So now, let me start off by telling you all what ingredients you will need to make the fried chicken dinner with me. I'm looking at a piece of paper here. You're going to need some chicken. Any chicken pieces you love, that's what you're going to use. Now, the chicken pieces that we love here at the Young's house, we happen to love chicken wings and chicken thighs. So that's what I'm going to be frying on Saturday. Now, you're going to need some poultry seasoning, salt and pepper, paprika, and you're going to need some all-purpose flour. You will need some yellow mustard and some vegetable oil. That's all of the ingredients that you're going to need for the fried chicken. If you wanted to use like some garlic powder, you could. Okay? So now, if you want to make the mashed sweet potatoes and you're the person that says, Gina, I want to use fresh sweet potatoes. If you do, you get between 5 or 6 large sweet potatoes, okay, or yams. And you're also going to get or if you don't want to use the fresh, because I'm going to use canned, you're going to get 2 of the large cans of sweet potatoes. You're going to get you some brown or white sugar. Use whichever kind you like. Both will do the trick, okay? You're going to need some vanilla extract, cinnamon, butter, and nutmeg. That's all the ingredients for the sweet potatoes. They are so simple, so easy and delicious, okay? Now, the green beans. Here's how easy this is. You can use, all depending on how many people you're cooking for, get you 2 cans of green beans or even 3 cans of green beans. All we're going to put in the green beans is something really simple. We're going to be putting some butter into the green beans and some chicken powder. What is chicken powder? A lot of people like to ask me, well, it's chicken bouillon, and it's in the powder form. Okay, so that's what you're going to need if you want to cook live with Gina Young, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be like a total turnout. Everyone is going to be joining the live. Even the people that don't want to cook live with me, you can just sit and talk, and we'll just, after we cook and eat and say a prayer, we're just going to chat for the rest of the evening, okay? So it's going to be so much fun, and I can't wait to see you all there, okay? Now, if you didn't catch everything that I said just now, what you can always do is you can go to my community tab. This morning, I posted all of the ingredients for you. Everything that you're going to need to cook a fried chicken dinner with me. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday. So now let's get to my health. Everybody's wondering. So you all, remember I told you all that I needed to get some more blood work done after my menstrual was over. So the menstrual, finally stopped, and I went to get blood work again for the iron. We need to make sure that hemoglobin is the right number before I get surgery. Well, remember when I went to get it done, that number was 8.5, which was low already. After the period, or after the menstrual, I went and I got blood work done. The blood work came back the next day and they said, okay, it's a 7.5. So it's still dropping. But like I said, this is nothing new. I've always had issues with iron. And so I went to my doctor's yesterday to see my doctor, and he sat me down and he talked to me. He said, not only are we checking your iron, we are checking for everything, any and everything under the sun, to try to figure out why your iron keeps going so low. Those of you that are familiar with me, or if you're new, you may remember, or if you don't know, I'm going to tell you now. Last winter, I had to get 2 iron infusions. And once I got those iron infusions, my iron levels or hemoglobin levels went up to 11.50, which is like amazing, right? And they did tell me, they did warn me, like, listen, because you are so anemic, you're gonna constantly need some iron infusions. So this is not a shocker. So I have talked to the people. They're gonna be doing iron infusions again, okay? But I got to get a consultation done, even though I already had, I've already been to this place, but I'm going to see a new doctor. So that'll be August 31st. I'm getting a consultation done, and then we'll schedule for the iron infusions. Now, my doctor assured me, he said, now listen, he said, everything that we have checked you for otherwise is coming back A1. He's like, your sugar is good. There's no sugar in your urine. He's like, there's no, he's checking for everything under the sun. He's like, all of these tests right here is coming back good. He's like, it's okay. He was like, you are going to get your surgery. And I was looking and I'm like, yeah, because we got to get this up because I am ready to get my surgery. So I'm going to kind of put the surgery in the back of my head, knowing that I've paid for the surgery already. I've paid the anesthesia, the hospital and everything. All of that, I'm just going to push it aside for now until we get my hemoglobin. I think, don't quote me if it's called hemoglobin, until we get my iron level up. Now, here's what he explained to me. He said there's 2 parts of iron. I'm not a medical advisor or anything, so I may say something wrong, but I'm trying to repeat what he said. He said, here's how it is. He said, you have iron here, and then you have iron in a, what is it called? Like a reserve iron. Like a reserve tank. That's how he explained it. He said, in your reserve tank, that's where it's low. I don't understand all that, right? But so what he did, he prescribed me a really strong iron pill. And he said, here's what I want you to do, Gina. He said, I want you to take 3 of these iron pills a day. And then we'll let the person that's going to do, your iron infusion tell you when to stop taking them, because you can't have too much iron. They're going to infuse you with iron, and then once they do that, they'll tell you to stop taking the pills, because having too much iron can make you like really, really sick. So he told me about that. He talked about my A1C, and he's like, girl, he's like, listen, your A1C is on the level of people that are not diabetic. He's like, your A1C is just as good as mine. So I'm doing great with my sugar, and I'm so happy about that. My blood pressure is great. Kidney function is great. All kinds of stuff is doing well. I'm so happy. So we just got to keep on pushing. We just got to keep on believing and knowing that with God, I know I say this a lot, but it's so true. Knowing that with God on your side, listen here, there's no stopping you. You can and you will do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And this battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. No worries, because this too right here that's going on, this too shall pass. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to be uplifted in God's spirit, and just knowing that God is going to take care of any and everything that arises in your life. And you just want to praise him along the way and say, thank you, Lord. So that's where we're at right about now. Dakota just came home from school, his 3rd day in school, and so far he's really, really enjoying it. I'm getting ready to get him something fed. You know how it is when kids come home from school, they want something to eat. So I'm going to get him something that he really likes, but something that tastes kind of good. Something he really likes, but also that is nice and healthy. Because today he doesn't have personal training. Yesterday my husband went inside of the personal training and actually got to sit back and kind of watch Dakota work. And my husband said the personal trainers are doing amazing with Dakota. So that was great to hear. Oh, but my doctor told me, he said there's one really important test. He said, now this test takes about a week, because all the results of everything that I was taking, those results come back like in 1 or 2 days, you know? He said there's one more thing that we're waiting on, and that result will come back on Tuesday. I don't know, I can't remember what the name of it was. He said, but this test result right here is so important. He's like, so let's wait for that test result to come in, and then we can go from there. And then he also talked about, because I have the heavy menstruals, some women get ablation surgery so that they don't have such heavy periods that make them anemic. You know, he talked about that. And then he also talked about getting a scan of my stomach to make sure I don't have a slow leak of blood, blood leaking somewhere. So that's what he talked about. Let's see. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, he wants me to schedule with, there's a doctor that he wants me to schedule with that actually is right behind his building. I'm going to schedule with them, get an appointment to get in. He said, do it, when you can. And we'll go from there. But he said, if this is the last thing that I do on earth, he said, I'm going to do what I can. So he said, we are going to do everything we can so we can figure out why your iron is dropping so low. He said, but keep in mind that people that are severe anemic like you are, this is nothing new to you, right? And it isn't. So we're going to get through this hoop. And before you know it, Gina Young's going to be like, bam, I rescheduled my surgery and I'm ready. I am. My husband said, get the surgery out of your mind. I gotta do it. But listen, I'm a regular person. I'm a regular person and I'm anxious for it. But with God on my side, God is not gonna let me go through anything until I'm ready. Until the iron, the hemoglobin is up and everything is perfectly in line. So there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I know what it was. On the 22nd, I will be going to the dentist. I have some work to get done, and those of you that are familiar with me, every single time, it never ever fails. Every time I go to the dentist, my lips swell up like this big. I don't know why. And my dentist said he doesn't know why either. It's not an allergy. We just can't figure it. But so I go to the dentist on the 22nd. So most likely that day I won't be doing a video because I can't get on the video and I'm looking like Donald Duck, right? So maybe, let's see, maybe I was going to say on Saturday. I don't do a video on Sunday. Maybe I'll do an extra video like today and possibly release it for you all that you can watch on Monday, okay? So I'm thinking about that. I cannot wait for tomorrow. We're cooking fried chicken Gina Young style, all right? And as always, God bless you all. Thank y'all for watching. Good night.